Okay, the recording has been started.
Yes. Okay, so are you guys ready to embark on a magical journey of friendship and magic and calmness?
I'm ready.
100%. Okay. Get something more proper for the music. It's the ambience. Here we go. Da, da, da.
I should probably open my sheet.
Yes, you should.
That would be a good idea.
That's kind of important. Skip!
Penis.
What? That's not what I...
Wow, Liz. Wow.
Who
I
said
can't
that?
believe you.
Liz,
I didn't say anything.
Liz, I'm so disappointed in you.
You know what? Penis.
I'm actually speechless. Wow.
Penis.
The audacity.
Hold on.
Dick.
I think it's trying to fucking play all of the music instead of the ones I want.
If you put in a playlist,
I
it will do
believe.
that.
Yeah, let me try to find the actual thing itself. Because I got a playlist of all the songs I want, but it started going through all of them instead of just the one. So I guess I'll
I'm
have to
just
do
link the one and not link
Bye.
the...
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't link it from the playlist.
unless you remove the end list part from the URL.
There we go. Alright, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Get this started. Okay, so as you all know, you are aboard the last stop. Whether you were coming on board as a prisoner, or you paid to be on, or some other shenanigans occurred. But nevertheless, you're all on board. Now, those of you on deck and in the inner workings of the ship, you can hear the crewmates moving around. They have very heavy boots as they're marching back and forth, getting things set up. You can hear the small halfling swinging from ropes, telling everyone in her very loud voice, "Come on, let's get a move on. We gotta get moving." And the young boy, Daniel, with his clipboard, checking over everything, calling to the captain, making sure everything's topsy-turvy, asking the halfling siren, "Is everything ready?" "Huh? I don't know. You tell me. You're the one with the clipboard." And Daniel, he's going to look at you, Zor. He's going to ask you, "Can you help Malcolm? He's having a little..." And you can see the scrawny young blonde boy trying to push a barrel that seems to be heavier than the others. He's really struggling.
Yeah, sure. I'll give him a lift.
Thank you. Siren, stop hanging around and help. I am helping. I'm giving that, crowd pleasing. The moral support, I'm not really made for heavy lifting. Captain. And you see the big, burly man, Captain Ruckshaw, looking over the wheel. And he's like, "Siren, stop fooling around. We got a crew to keep up with." "Aye, aye, Captain." And you see her finally let go of the rope. And she starts barking orders at the crew. She's like, "All right, raise the anchor. You, come with me. You. push the cannonball somewhere where they're not in front of my feet. Those things are like the size of me. So everyone's running around. And you can hear Daniel calling out to everyone. It's like, we have to be out before sundown. Let's move it, people. We have a tight schedule. We're already running late. So, those of you on top, what would you like to do?
I'm going to help Malcolm more, and otherwise, probably look out to the sea occasionally. Taking it.
As you go over to help Malcolm, of course he's like, thank you. I could have gotten it. I felt it budge. I'm sure.
Yeah, but we gotta get a move on.
Right.
And I'm
And
gonna
Ghost.
yeah.
Mhm.
You feel like you're being lifted.
Uh-oh.
you
That's
can
not
hear
good.
you can hear the heavy voice and the small, more quiet, toned down voice of Malcolm outside your your hiding place. As you're being tossed to one side, and then you can feel as Tarok takes a step, you're just bouncing slightly until you're finally set down and you almost tumble over because he put you down so roughly. And you hear Malcolm from the outside. Alright, no, we have to move these 4 over too. We can't have any rolling overboard.
Alright. Let's do this.
Dorito,
Mm,
are you still hanging out in your room?
probably.
Okay. As you know, you have your bedding, which is just, it looks to be just a sheet tied to 2 metal rods to make a hammock. You've never slept in a hammock before. You're wondering how that's gonna go. And you can look out your window and you see, like sailors running across the docks, getting more things on the ship, and then you start to see them start to untie the ropes that were holding the ship to the dock. To raise the anchor! He's got a very loud voice.
No going back now.
Is there anything you want to do in your room?
I'll probably wait until we're at sea to get out and.
Okay. Now, both of you, well, yeah, technically both of you, can see that the sun is still in the sky. It's getting ready to go down on the horizon. And you can see that Siren from her post is licking her finger and holding it up to the sky. She's like, alright, good winds, heading west? That's gonna be annoying. Alright, time to set sail, boys, let's go! As the masts of the ship start to drape down, you hear men going, heave ho! Heave ho! As they're tying them down. And you feel the ship start to move as you're pulling away from port. Now let me see if I can get better music. Okay, harbor. No, that was. Was it this one? I have so many music things that are just like fucking pirates. Wrong thing. Clicking on all the wrong things. Help. Said help. There we go. There. Okay. Skip. Alright. So you're finally out to sea. The sun is starting to set. And those of you down below lizard.
That's me.
You can hear the door open as Daniel starts trudging down. And he's like, alright, this is your last chance for requests. It'll be a long night, so is there anything you need?
Please, I'm so short. I need a good stool to stand on. My wrists and my arms and my back all hurt.
And he looks to the 3 other prisoners. Is there anything you need? As the Dragonborn licks his chomps. Food to be served shortly. When can I go home? You can't. What about you? And the hooded figure stays quiet, glaring at him. Fine. And he rubs his temple and looks to you, Tongle. I don't even know why you're on this ship.
I slept with a lord's wife.
Are you sure she was alive after all the alcohol she consumed?
Oh no, she was very consensual.
I'm sure.
Can I please get a stool?
He looks down at the one you're on, and your tiny feet are like shaking on the edge of it because it's so uneven. He's like, you already have a stool.
Yes, but it only has one leg.
He kind of smirks. Only the best for our cargo.
I am a person, not cargo.
Not on the ship, you are.
Let me off at once. All I did was have sex with a beautiful woman who happened to be married to a very powerful man.
And we're all very impressed. As he's writing in his notes next to your name. You're not sure what it says. And as he's doing so, you see Siren. Now, the halfling. I'll send a picture of her in chat in a little bit. She's a redhead. She's got curly hair, a big red fancy captain's hat, which is obviously too big for her. Not hers. Probably taken. She's got 2 guns, always hoisted on her belt. Blunderbusts. She is a 10. And she's peeking around. She's like, so, that's the cannibal. No, Siren. He just picks her up by the back of the shirt. And she's like, but you said it was okay.
Please
No.
save me.
You see Siren kind of like tilt her head at you and look at the clipboard. You're not a real criminal. You're just morally wrong. Lame. And you just-
Exactly, I shouldn't be here. If you let me out, maybe I'll let you see some of the skills that I showed that lord's wife.
Maybe you can see some of my skills. Or-
Oh my.
You see them both, like, both of their eyes twitch at the same time. Yeah, you're right. He's not worth it. I'm gonna go check up on the other guest.
I'm in so much pain.
That's unfortunate. You should have thought about that before sleeping with the Lord's wife.
What kind of punishment is this?
The gods have better plans for you, obviously.
No.
And his smile kind of grows, which is very odd for someone as dry as him. You should be honored.
I'm not.
And his smile quickly fades away as he's like, alright, dinner will be ready soon. Unfortunately, I will not be the one serving it to you. That is not in my contract.
I'm very hungry.
He bows to the prisoners and then he shuts the doors. It's a two-doorway, so there's two doors he has to pull on to shut it, and you hear it lock.
They're going to spoon feed us, right? How else are we going to eat?
The white dragonborn is staring at you from across the room, again licking his chomps.
Stop looking at me, you're creepy.
Haven't had none.
I assure you, I taste horrid.
The prisoner next to him. That is no way for the dragonborn to speak. Back up on the main crew. Ah, shit, I gotta get fucking music. Da 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 da. I wish I could get this on replay. I will definitely have to play with the MP3. Play. Bam. Hopefully this isn't... Okay. So, night is falling. Is there anything you guys would like to do before sleeping? Besides, of course, getting your food.
I'm hungry.
Honestly, same.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
You're gonna sneak around?
That's never good.
Go for it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna peek on my hidey place. See what do I see?
Alright. Most of the crew is too busy with their jobs to notice that a barrel is slowly opening with nothing inside. Let's see. I think the only one that would notice is Siren, but she's too busy taking a plate of food into the main quarters.
A plate of food, did you say?
Yes, a plate of food. Do you want to try to snatch it from her if she walks by?
What does the plate have?
It seems to be an assortment of potatoes, salted meat, and from the vinegar smell, it's probably pickled eggs.
Okay, and where is she bringing it to?
She's walking into the side door that leads to the sleeping areas.
Okay, I'm gonna follow. Do I have to roll stealth?
Because you're invisible, and it
I
is
should roll with
silent.
advantage.
So yeah, roll with advantage. I'm gonna have her roll. Let's see, perception is wisdom, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even gonna have her look around. So you're carefully following in her footsteps, matching her feet as she's walking. You're able to squeeze through the door as she closes it behind her and continues walking with the plate, and she's kind of humming to herself. I'm gonna see a tin man. I'm gonna see a tin man.
Sorry, where's the food?
She has it like over her head. She's holding the plate up.
I'm gonna wait for her to break down somewhere.
On that note,
Okay.
I'm probably gonna be on my room if I have one. I can't quite remember.
But you can ask Malcolm.
Yeah, I'll board with Malcolm.
Malcolm seems to be like tidying up some spare rope. He's just wrapping it around his arm. He's like, "Oh, a room?
Yeah, I kind of need a place to sleep.
Yeah. Daniel, do we have a spare room? I mean, he did pay to be aboard, so." You see Daniel flipping through his clipboard, and he's like, "Alright."
I don't even need
Nice,
really a
yeah.
room, just a place to sleep, really.
And you see Daniel, like, look at the deck floor and then look back at you. He's like, "Malcolm, go get some blankets." We're really not gonna give him a room?
Free hammock would be fine.
I mean, we do have spare rooms if you really want a room.
Well, if you have one, I'll take one.
Alright. 7th door on the left.
Alright.
Malcolm, you know where it is. Lead the way. Yes, sir. And Malcolm kind of like grabs you by the hand and is like leading you this way. There's this scrawny little dirty blonde boy in his little sailor outfit is like leading you down the same hall that Siren went down. And you can see her at the end of the hallway, just carrying the plate. She's knocking on the door. "Hey, Tin Man, open up."
Tin Man.
I open up the door. Don't call me a Tin Man.
Well, maybe if you take off some of that armor, I wouldn't call you that.
Can I help you?
Well, dinner's being served, so do you want some?
That sounds great, actually.
Oh, they fucking.
Okay, take off your helmet and I'll feed it to you.
Oh, they fucking.
Not happening.
Come on.
I slowly, I'm like going for the plate with my hand.
She like hands it to you, kind of like pushing it into your hand. She's like huffing, like, "Have any fun?" Daniel doesn't let me sleep with the prisoners. He won't take off your armor. Tarek doesn't have a criminal history. It's the worst.
Sorry, my impression about what you just said, but sleep with the prisoners? Do you think that's a good idea?
They're as good as dead anyway.
I mean, if they're prisoners, I expect them to have some kind of punishment, not just, you know.
They get their punishment. And Malcolm, like, from down the like, "Oh, small fry. Hey. How's the captain's son doing? Are you enjoying your first trip?" Hi, Tarek.
Hi.
I'm showing him to his room. Oh yeah, you would. And you see him blush, like, what's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Nothing at all. Ghost, as she's moving forward, are you going to move out of the way? Are you going to follow her?
Yeah, I'm gonna move out of the way a bit.
Okay.
I just want to.
Just because I'm curious. Do. As you move out of the way and get against the wall, she does pause for a moment. And you see her ears twitch up and down. And then she shrugs and keeps walking.
I'm closing my door, by the way.
Oh,
I
good
follow
night,
wherever the
Cyrus.
food is going.
Follow the food. And Malcolm opens up the door for you, Tarok. And in the room, there is an empty chest, a dresser that's also empty, except for maybe a few white shirts and stuff. Hammock.
Which I don't think fit me in any way.
Nope, you would rip them.
Nice.
For sure.
Nice.
And there is a circular window with blinds that you can pull over top of it. It's just a sheet attached to the wall. It seems to have a rope on it, so you can tie it to the side, so you can look out.
Alright.
But that's pretty much what the room is. And Malcolm's like, I'll be back with your food. Oh, also, this string right here, it's for a belt. If you need anything, one of the crewmates will come to your assistance. Probably me, since I do all the little chores.
Even room service. What a luxury.
We do what we can. After all, this might be your last meal for some of you.
Alright. Thank you. Now get going. I think the others need your help more.
They probably don't. But thank you. And he rushes out of the room.
Little job for little man.
Little boy.
Boy.
Boy. Boy. Oh shit. I gotta fucking play more music.
Malcolm Kuhn.
My baby. My baby. Anyway. So
They're all
Ghost.
your baby.
My baby. Because as you're following Siren again, completely following in her footsteps, and you can see that she goes to the side door, like to the other side of the cabin, and in there seems to be a kitchen of sorts.
Ooh.
When you can see that there's a sack of potatoes, and there's a counter with, of course, a knife stabbed right into the board. There's a lot of open barrels in here, so you can see where they get their pickled eggs, pickles, pickled beets, everything's pickles, except for the potatoes and the slabs of salted meat. You can see she's fixing herself a plate, and she takes one of the forks and kind of like stuffs it under her hat. And she's like, all right, time for me to get some energy. If I'm gonna fuck a dragonborn, I better be ready.
I'm gonna go to one corner of the room. I'm going to find anything breakable, like a jar or something, and I'm going to drop it to the floor.
You're gonna alert her?
I'm just going to break something. We're on a ship that is moving. It's normal that something is gonna break eventually, right?
Yeah.
So I drop something to alert her, and then I'm going to move to the sack of potatoes again.
So you drop a jar that seems to be full of pickle juice, and there's like 2 lonely pickles now wasted on the floor. I shed a tear. And of course, her ears twitch again as she whips around, and she takes one of her guns off of its holster and holds it up. as she's looking around the room. And she's slowly making her way over to the shards of glass.
Okay, as she's doing that, I'm gonna grab a couple potatoes and I'm gonna hide them in my robe.
Okay.
He hungry.
He hungry.
Make my way slowly back to my head.
Okay. So she's looking at the broken shards of jar. She's like, I don't understand. This is calm seas. Captain Ruckshaw must be drunk again. I'll have to tell him to take it easy. She takes her plate and huffs and walks after you out of the door. Hey, Captain! You're driving shit! What are you talking about? You're smooth like a baby's bottom.
Please don't make the captain say that.
Alright. And she does get out of the way so that Malcolm can rush in. And he grabs 3 slabs of meat and puts them on a plate, along with 3 of the pickled eggs and 3 potatoes. And then he pauses and grabs another potato and puts it on. And he rushes back to where Tara is.
Oh.
Food.
Yeah, so he's feeding you.
Huh.
I hope you enjoy your night.
Well, I also too, I guess. Just a night, really. Thanks for the food.
No problem. It's he kind of like salutes you, like, my pleasure.
I salute back.
He looks a little confused, like, oh, someone actually did it back. And then he does a little bow, another salute, and like closes the door. It's like, so that's what a real man looks like. He just kind of like flexes his arm, and it's just a noodle. I will be that one day. And then he quickly looks down the hall to make sure no one else is there before he walks back to the main deck. Alright, so we got Dorito and Zora in their rooms. Ghost, so where are you trying to hide away and eat some nom-noms?
Do I see any people?
On the main boardwalk area, there's the captain, of course, behind you, up on his pedestal with the wheel, but he seems to be more focused on driving the ship. Daniel's pacing, but his nose is in his clipboard. There are 2 deckhands that are leaning against the main mast talking. They seem to be gossiping. And Siren seems to be sitting on the barrel that you once hid in, eating her food.
I'm gonna go below deck.
You're gonna go where the prisoners are, or where the bedding is?
Shit, is there no place with like empty, I don't know.
Looking around the deck, you do see, like, man, how do I describe it? It's like a gate, a grate. Yeah, a grate. That's what it's called. And you can lift that, and there's more crates and barrels stored under there. It's just storage, it seems.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's an empty barrel there. I'm gonna hide in one of them.
Okay. You do so. Siren hears the grate clang shut. But she just like squints and looks back at the captain. And just munches on the potato because she rolled pretty low. I was expecting higher. I wanted her to investigate.
Scary.
So yeah, you're hidden below deck. And as the sun sets and the moon rises, you guys get a full night's sleep. Some of you dream of meadows, others dream of home, fighting monsters and conquests. And you dream the usual darkness, echoing screams. And Tongle, I'm not sure what you're dreaming about, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing I want to describe.
Oh, go on, I dare you.
Scantily clad ladies, all with Orsic face.
No, ew.
Sorry, the night.
I was not bored until I heard Orsic.
No. And as morning arrives, you are all woken up to the sound of yelling from the crew. It's quite startling because everyone seems to be yelling. You're not sure what's going on. Would you guys like to investigate? Or are you guys going to stay in your room?
I go out and investigate.
Put some music on. Okay. Dorito, are you going to investigate or are you going to stay in bed?
No, I would like to go up to deck and see what's going on. Maybe that's just work, you know.
Working pickups.
So, as you go on the main deck, and of course, Ghost, you're waking up to heavy footfall across the grate that is just above you. And hear people yelling. And Tongle, you can kind of hear it through the double doors that go up the stairs.
They are being so loud, I'm trying to get my beauty rest.
By the way, they did feed you. I just kind of forgot. So Siren is going like, I'm telling you, I'm hearing something. Something's not right. You can't tell me that. None of you hear it. And they're like, hear what, Siren? The seas are calm. And Daniel's looking over, like, it's a little too calm if you think about it. We have been making good time. There hasn't been any storms. We're ahead of schedule. Siren, what do you hear? Singing. I hear singing, which I've only heard a few times before, which usually means to our boat being attacked in the past. Normally just like sharks and stuff, but it's intense this time. None of you hear it. None of you.
Shoo-be-doo, shoo-shoo-be-doo.
Shoo-be-doo.
On up on the sea ponies when you're in distress.
You can see the crew just quietly like looking around, and it is very calm. It's strangely calm. There are no tides. There's hardly any wind. The seagulls have stopped calling, and the water's starting to darken. What do you guys do?
Do I hear anything?
Roll me perception.
Okie dokie dokie. That would be a... Oi.
Jesus.
Okay. So, Tarek, as you're toning out all the yelling between the crewmates. And Siren trying to defend herself as the crew's just kind of brushing her off. And Malcolm leaning against the side of the ship as the captain's telling them to hush their pipes. He's trying to think. You do hear the sound of water bubbling. And in your many years of hunting things down, you do know that bubbling is not a good thing, especially out at sea.
Hey. Water's not supposed to bubble at this part, right? Just making sure.
And see the crew look at you. And I need to pull something up real quick. Da-da-da. Let me just... Because I forgot to pull it up before. Okay, let's see. Okay. Malcolm, what's your AC again?
That's not a good sign.
Hey, stop talking about AC. I don't like that.
So as Malcolm's leaning on the side of the ship, you see a long brown tentacle reaching up behind him. And he feels it drip on top of his head as he looks back, and you just hear "Ah!" as he jumps back and the tentacle slams down on the ship. He's able to get away. Good boy.
Oh, thank God.
You see more tentacles starting to rise up, and a long as it starts to grab onto the side of the ship. And as that happens, Siren takes her gun. She's like, fuck. So she's got her guns ready. And she's like, I'm gonna go get us some help. And she's backing up towards the prisoners' quarters. And Daniel, like, reaches up to stop her, and he's like, whatever. Just one. Only one. As he's pulling out his sword. And the captain's like, finally!
What do we finally?
He's taking out his sword. The rest of the crew seems to scatter as the octopus slowly starts to climb onto the side of the ship.
At that point, I already have a great sword in my hand and start walking towards one of the tentacles.
Okay. So, Lizard, you see Siren kick the door open and point her gun towards the shackles at your hands. She was like, you're the less dangerous one. I could kill you easily, but you're gonna help us with this. As she fires, and you see the chains break, and she's like, alright, come on, giant monster, get fucked.
When she fires, he just goes, ah! Even after he's on the ground.
I just like to imagine the stool like fell over too. He just face plants.
Giant monster!
She's reloading her gun and pointing it at you.
If I'm going to fight something, I need my things!
You see her reach between her boobs and pull out a dagger and toss it at you. Let's go!
Do I hear this, by the way?
Yeah, it's pretty out in the open.
What about my
Yeah, everything that's going
ukulele?
on. You could what? That's Daniel. He keeps everything
Who's
under lock.
Daniel? I don't pay attention to your names.
The handsome one. Okay.
But I'm on deck too.
Have you seen Daniel?
No, I need an image of him.
He is. Let's get some music.
Well, I guess tonight we're gonna eat sushi.
Yeah. Okay. I need you all to roll initiative.
I'm talking.
Oh yeah, you guys can control your tokens, so if you want to change their positions of where you think you're standing, go for it.
No, I mean my token's not.
It's the red one.
I don't see it.
I see it.
Cyrus?
What?
The red one? Underneath Malcolm?
Oh, I actually just let me reload. I don't see it at all.
Huh.
Does everyone else see their tokens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see all the tokens.
Okay, cool. So it's just Dorito.
What? I reloaded the website and now Malcolm's missing. What's the captain? What's happening?
Huh.
Dorito,
Oh.
what are you doing?
Wait, there's more people. Oh, there I am. What
Okay.
the fuck?
We're using in.
Alright.
2, 1.
Man, I have the smallest modifier. Come on, guys.
2.
Is that a problem? You got a
Yes.
problem with me rolling a 4?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At
God
least-
damn, Siren.
At least it's not a natural one.
Okay. I need. Shit. I should have grabbed a. Oh, wait, no. I have a notebook right next to me at all times. Okay. Let me get the order of everyone down. Oh, yeah. I guess I have to roll for the octopus, too, huh?
Nah, he doesn't need to attack. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, so. Alright, where did the rules start? What'd you guys roll for your initiative?
A
Well.
16.
9.
Okay, so that's where it starts. Good. Let's see. Four, 16, Liz, 12, Ghost, 9, Dorito, 4. Okay, so it's Captain 11. Oh, wait, no, Malcolm 11. Malcolm. Captain 17. I shouldn't have so many. Fine. Siren. Got 23. An octopus. 4. Okay. So it looks like we're starting with Siren. So let me get an order. Siren goes first. And Captain. Sorry this is taking so long. This is a lot of calculating.
Well, take your time.
Liz. Malcolm. Ghost. If he comes out of his hidey hole. Daniel. Burrito. And octopus last.
Oh boy.
Okay, finally have the order. Okay.
Octopus, you suck.
I'm gonna give it more music.
Hey, I rolled the same.
I know.
I'm just gonna look up like 1 hour long battle music. That seems to be the right way to go. Battle. Okay. All these sheets. Jesus Christ.
That even though it's too long.
No.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's happened, but
Oh, because it's a fucking playlist. How do I make it so it's just the video and not the playlist?
You can, if you see the URL in the top, there's a
Yeah.
part where it starts with and with the and symbol and then
I
list.
made it.
You already did it?
Is it playing?
I'm useful.
Ah, gee, thank you. Okay. Well, let's get this rolling. Ugh. Siren.
Go, baby! Shoot them!
Okay. I forgot she could do that, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So she gets +5 to shoot. Let's see, does that hit? It does. So 2d8. Roll 2d8 plus. What's your dex modifier? Oh, +5. 15. Okay, that's good. Fuck, gotta get my calculator too. I can see why Azure doesn't do so many NPCs. This is a lot of
Yeah.
calculating.
I know, right?
Okay. So she takes a shot at it. It doesn't seem to do much. Okay, so it's Captain's turn. Captain's gonna start loading a cannon. I doubt he'll be able to finish in time. Okay, so Zor, what do you want to do?
I sent you actually a little thing in on Discord. If you could look quickly.
Yeah. Is it a verbal thing?
Technically yes, but I can keep it. I can keep it.
Whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Oh, I got hiccups.
I'm going to move to do a couple hand gestures towards the octopus and murmur something, and then I'm going to attack with my great sword. But
Alright.
but as I do, it lights up with green flames.
Nice. Roll to hit.
On it. That's a. Ah, does that hit?
Yep, that hits.
Oh, sweet. Then that is.
Gotta love it when you put a lot of thought into your characters and shit, and then everything like has to be calculated and added up.
Okay, that's 8 fire damage and 12 slashing damage in total.
Nice. So it's gushing blood. You see one of its tentacles fall back into the sea as it calls out in pain, but it's still alive. Okay. So Liz, it's your turn.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back
one
real quick.
second. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I might do this. Let me read this real quick. How big is this octopus?
It is a large beast.
How many feet across would you say it is?
It is about 40 feet long.
So never mind. I won't do that because it probably wouldn't be scared.
Boo!
Are you trying to scare it?
Okay, so instead, it has to make a wisdom saving throw because Tongle's gonna use vicious mockery. Hey, you big, stupid, ugly, poo-poo colored thing! Get off the boat!
I'm going to cry if this actually works. 14 is a pass.
Fucking. What's my spell save DC? It passes.
Okay. It just bubbles at you. It squirts some ink at you.
Ew!
Okay, is that your turn?
I need my ukulele!
Back.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's my.
Alright, so, Malcolm, with his low AC and his low HP and all that glory, he's gonna make a run for it. He's gonna dash. Which unfortunately gets him a attack of opportunity, but let's see how far he can get.
Boy, why don't you
Nothing.
disengage? I thought I told you better.
Like, he takes out his sword, he's shaking as he's looking up at the octopus, and he just drops it and runs.
Oh.
So he's gonna go into the main quarters over here. He's hiding inside the ship, but he's poking his head out of the doorway. And that gets an attack of opportunity, so let's see if the octopus hits him. Let's see, it's a +5. I'm gonna laugh if this actually hits him, because then he's stuck in that spot.
Bye, Malcolm.
So Malcolm did not escape. Instead, he's wrapped in the tentacle.
Wow.
Now we gotta save the boy.
And I think he takes damage from that too.
Of course.
2d6 +3 bludgeoning damage. 'Cause it slams
Octopus,
him to the deck.
you will perish.
Roll 2d6 +3. Oh, sweet. He's
Oh.
only at half health now.
Oh, thank God for the natural one.
So you watch as the tentacle grabs him as he tries to run for it. And it slams him into the deck, and you hear him yelp out in pain, and he seems to be slipping into unconsciousness. As you hear Daniel, Malcolm, and the captain's like, "Get your grubby hands off my boy!" The siren's like, "Oh no, he's dead."
Wow.
Oh no.
Siren. Oh, right. Oh no, Malcolm! Ghost, it's your turn.
Shit. So, will it cost me any movement to get out of my hidey hole?
I'll count it as a bonus action since you just gotta push up
Shit.
and then you can poke your head out.
Wait, I know what I can do with my
Okay.
next turn.
Unless you want to expend half your movement and pretend like you're prone.
Let me think. Yeah, I can't
have
do
a
anything with
secret.
that.
I have a secret pocket. Oh my god. Okay, go on.
What?
My notebook has a secret folder in the back. Cool.
Huh.
I'm gonna get out of the hidey hole. I'm going to move. If I move besides Cyrus, will I see the octopus?
You see it from where you're standing. It's pretty
yeah?
big.
Okay.
You see the tentacles wrapping around. Definitely people screaming and running and pointing at the giant octopus.
Okay,
It's very
okay,
hard to
okay.
miss.
So I'm just going to peek outside the barrel, and I'm going to take from my component. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. I grab a salamander's eye from my component pouch and I squash it on the palm of my hand, and it turns into dust. And the dust, it leaves my hand and it starts floating around the octopus. And then I'm gonna raise my hand and point it at the octopus. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. And you'll see how two purple beams make their way towards the octopus.
Okay. Is this an area blast thing, or is it
No.
like
No.
focused?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was worried you were gonna kill Malcolm.
No, I'm trying to free Malcolm.
It's fine.
So you guys watch as a little boy comes crawling out of the bottom of the deck and puffs, a puff of dust at the octopus as two beams of light come shooting out. They both hit.
They both hit? Okay. Astonish.
Okay.
Nice.
So Malcolm is released as it sinks back into the sea. But the bubbles don't stop.
I'm not out of my hidey hole right away. I'm just peeking from the barrel.
Let me just die.
Oh. Oh!
Oh
There's
no,
another one.
he's the shape changer.
Whoa!
What?
The blood of the octopus attracts more of his friends.
Oh
Oh,
no.
what the fuck?
Cyrus calling out, "Hey, the singing's getting louder!" And
What
then
kind of
you
singing?
need to roll for this one's initiative.
I swear, if this one has a low initiative too, please a 4, please a 4.
Alright, 7. Okay, so he would be... He would be right next to Daniel.
Oh no. Not my boy.
Okay, now, Dorito, it's your turn. At least Malcolm's free. At least Malcolm's free. He's a free man.
Yeah, he better fucking run. Since I'm a bit confused at what happened to the first octopus, I'm just gonna shake it off and I'm gonna go straight for the second one. And it's just walking here. I'll attack. And I'm gonna cast. Where is it? I'm gonna use Primal Savagery.
Ooh.
Alright, what do I have to roll for it? Or do you have to roll?
No, I just have to hit. If I don't hit, it's just gone. So.
Okay. So he watches this heavily armored man goes trudging up to the octopus.
Damn it.
Ah, you miss.
I'm just kind of sitting there now.
The sun's in your eyes. So much is happening. You're all discombobulated.
I'm seasick.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's right there.
It's this octopus's turn. So Cyrus, he saw you reach out for him. So he's going to roll to grab you. It's his turn to call. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay. So he swings wide to try to grab you. You just duck under skillfully. And I'm gonna have Siren throw her gun to the side. And she's gonna fire at this one. Which I forgot to add her proficiency. She should be an 8, so bam.
Damn. Damn.
Siren's a fucking pro.
Bam.
That's a 48. 48. I always forget she can do trick shots. So that's 17 damage. He's still fine. Man, he ain't even half health. Okay. So she's like, get your slimy tentacles off our ship! As she throws the other gun and pulls out a third one. She doesn't believe in reloading.
It's
Alright.
Reaper.
Fucking
It's literally
Reaper.
Reaper.
Yep.
The captain is slowly turning the cannon to this one. And that's his turn. Zor, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go after that one. And I'm gonna do another hand gesture on him and murmur something else. And once again, my greatsword lights up in green flames.
Nice. Okay, roll to hit.
There we go.
That hits. Let's get some sushi. That'll feed the crew for days.
Oh my god, the net ones, what the hell. That's 17 damage.
17. Okay.
And I yell at that thing, "You're not gonna hold me up from getting where I want to be, you fucking beast."
You hear go in response. Okay. Lizard, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to use fucking here we go. I'm gonna use major image in the water to create the image of an injured baby whale crying for its mommy.
What?
Because maybe they'll attack the whale. Try to attack it.
I guess roll deception.
What's my deception? Am I proficient? Did I make myself proficient? Ooh. Ooh. I almost rolled a 1d206.
Okay. Let's see if they fall for it. What's insight count as? Is that intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Insight, yeah, wisdom.
Let's see if they fall for it. Bap. Bap.
Hey!
They both see the baby whale, and you see them start to try to wrap their tentacles around the image, but they keep going through it. But so their tentacles are slowly getting tangled together as they're trying to devour the fake baby whale.
Excellent.
Oh my god, they're tentacling.
So they're distracted. See, it's Malcolm's turn, and now he can disengage.
Yes, disengage.
Run!
Got them.
So he's gonna run and hide behind Siren, who's like half his height. She's like, "Ugh, you wuss." And that's his turn. Ghost, your turn.
Okay, now I will use half my movement to get out of the barrel.
Okay.
And you'll see he's like, he's a small boy, he looks really young, dark hair, with like blue robes and stuff, and he's going to use his bonus action, and the dust that was on the previous octopus is going to move into this one. And he's going to cast Eldritch Blast again.
Nice. Fuck him up.
It was hit.
Yes. Fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up. Can't believe fucking baby girl.
26 damage.
Okay, you can see that the scorch marks do cut deep into it. It's still breathing though, and it's still clinging on to the side of the ship and the baby whale and its partner.
They're in love. They're holding hands.
He's not letting go. Oh shit, I closed it on my calculator. Come back. Beep beep. Okay. Now it's Daniel's turn. And he's going to draw his sword and charge at this one. See, Daniel, what are your attacks? So, oh, actually, no, scratch that. He's not going to draw the sword. He's going to take out his crossbow. And what was your proficiency again? +3. Nice. So, pew! He misses.
We good?
Wait, doesn't he have multi-attack? Yeah, so he loads up again. Oh wait, that's a crit one. Tongle, roll a dex save.
Uh-oh.
As he shoots again. It still misses. Boy, you have a +6. I
Oh
know.
boy!
Oh my god, what's with the ones?
Do it, Gabby. Do it. Roll the damage. Do it.
Can I use my... No, it's not my turn.
So, you take 6 damage.
Ow.
He's like, Mario in the way. And
Your aim is horrid.
I like to imagine he just shot him on the back. He's like, move out of the way, and then he shoots again, but he misses, and he's like, fuck.
He's a gnome. He just pointed his crossbow down.
I imagine the bolt sticking out of Tongle's butt. I'm
So
just
it's
saying.
this octopus's turn. And I'm gonna see if he can stop attacking. Alright, is that a good DC save? So he can stop attacking the baby whale?
Yes.
Okay. So he's now freed, and he's turning his attention back to you guys. Unfortunately, he can't do anything as a bonus action. So that's his turn. Dorito!
I'll try to do the same thing I tried to do before. I just want to hit this motherfucking thing. Finally.
Hell yeah. Do it, Tin Man. Nice. Wait, that's damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
looks correct from what I saw. If it's the same spell.
Yeah,
So
it
you-
is.
You watch this octopus kind of rear back as he's slowly sinking back into the sea. And you see blood start to bubble up, and the bubbles stop. Now there's only one octopus left.
I disintegrated his tentacle.
Uh-oh, getting close. Okay.
Okay. And since that octopus is dead, it goes back up. So I can scratch him off of the list. Okay. So it's Siren's turn again. So she reaches under her hat and pulls out another blunderbuss. Bop, bop, bop. Fires. She hits. Roll. And Siren, it's a 2d8. Okay, good. I always forget. D8 plus 3. 11. Not bad, but not great. Okay. Alright. Alright, the captain finally gets to fire off his cannon. So let's see if you hit.
I swear, Captain, if you miss.
I know, I'm gonna be really upset if you just into the sea. Let me see what his proficiency is. Okay. +6. Get
Oh, he
your
got
hands
fucked.
off my boat and off my boy! Oh boy, this is gonna be fun! Are you guys ready for this?
Yes.
No.
This octopus is gonna have like a big ass hole in his head.
Oh god! I didn't expect this to work.
They never do.
It's the magic.
Bamboozled once again.
So,
Jesus.
Oh my.
I mean, let's be
It's
honest.
gone. It's
I think
gone.
it's dead, guys.
the cannonball does 8d10 damage.
That's why I said I'm not
Watches-
ready.
The cannonball just through its head. There's chunks of octopus everywhere. It's raining from the skies. We got calamari for days.
Well,
It
at least we don't
seems-
have to eat pickled eggs anymore.
Sinks back into the sea.
Hey, don't diss my pickled eggs.
And thus ends the battle. So let me try to stop this fucking music and get some tranquil music going.
Good job,
Well-
Captain. You're actually useful.
No, wait. Okay. See. See music.
Oh my head.
D&D ambience. Crap. See if I can get this to stop. It fucking worked. I can't believe it worked. Oopsies. Okay. Is everything? Let me guess. This isn't calming. Stop.
Yeah, no, that's not calming.
Yep. What is it playing now? Play.
No, there we go.
So the captain is breathing heavily, and he's looking at the crew. Is everyone alright?
Just fine.
I think it's safe to say I saved day. If I had not created the image of the baby whale, we would not have gotten a brief moment of respite.
You watch Daniel slowly lifting up his crossbow.
And you, handsome boy who shot me, you're useless. You shot me and you got in my ukulele.
Jeez, Daniel, the least you could do is fuck him before you kill them. I'm not like you, Siren. And Malcolm just, like, he's got her by the shoulders, hiding behind her. Like, is it over? Are they gone? Wow, well, Malcolm, you did so good. The way you ran and pissed yourself, it was incredible. Be nice. It's his first time at sea. And a lot of help you were. Shooting our friends. There's an arrow in his butt.
Can somebody get it out? It's very unpleasant.
Does anyone want to help him?
The orc moves towards Tongle.
Yeah, this would be a good moment to describe your characters to each other.
Okay, I'm just gonna start. Hi, I'm a pretty damn buff and tall grayish-green orc with black hair tied back into a very long braid, basically, almost down to his butt. Wearing a chain shirt and otherwise relative loose, simple clothing. Yeah, that's more or less it.
Right? We all know how Tonga looks. It's just Tingle.
It's Tingle, but the color of his leotard is swapped. He has green underpants instead, and
He's
a
wearing
red leotard.
Oh no, he looks
This
like
is a fucking target, dude. I know why Daniel hit him.
Dorito, if you'd like to describe your character as best you can, because there's not much to describe.
Well, I would like to describe him good, but I'll have to say that you're just seeing a tall person. Somewhat, I mean, in terms of normal tallness, not like elf or other things. He's just tall, but you see a big thing of armor just standing there.
He's like a animated armor walking around.
At this point, pretty much, yeah.
And Ghost, your little boy.
You see a small human boy, brown hair, blue robes, kinda chubby face, brown eyes.
He gives a good squish. And Siren's staring at him. I don't remember you coming on board.
Well, hello, I suppose I should explain myself. I cast invisibility and I start booking into the ship.
Easy, Siren. Hey! And like stops her. It's just
I'm walking over to Malcolm.
Yes. He's a little beat up. He's got a bruised cheek and his clothes are slightly torn from where it made contact with the deck.
Yeah, I'm just gently putting my arm over his shoulder and I'm casting Cure Wounds on him.
Aw. Go ahead and roll for it. See how much maybe. Did you guys like how I hid the octopus?
God damn it, come on!
It's okay. That's a lot.
And
Oh, hey, he's back to full health. Malcolm, my boy, that's very sad.
oh my god.
And you see the captain like look down at Malcolm. He kind of sheepishly play with his hands, and the captain turns back to the higher area to grab the wheel and continue. As he's kind of shaking his head, Malcolm looks down at the floor. And Daniel calls out like, "You did your best." I know. Is no one gonna address the invisible boy in the room? No one? Okay. Cool. He does know where we're going, right? Island full of bad people? Unless we're taking him back with us. Will we know? He's invisible! How will we know?
From a corner you hear. Wait, where are we going?
Daniel just rubs his temple. We're going to an island called Hades, where prisoners go to die.
Ship's called the Last Hope. Make of that what you will. Last stop.
The last stop.
Also, I go over to Tongle and ask him, "Hey, you want that out?"
Yes, please.
Okay, I grab him by the neck, and I pull out the mold, and I don't put him down. I keep holding him in his by his neck.
You can let me down now, please.
I look at Siren. Wasn't this one of your prisoners?
All I did was sleep with a woman.
He's harmless. You're probably tight on a quota or something.
So should I put him down, or do you want him back on the deck?
I mean, you could throw him overboard.
Griffin, shut up.
I turn towards the railing.
No, please.
Can we not kill people?
I stretch back my arm. And I let him down.
Now somebody get my ukulele.
You see Daniel, like, he fucking... He picks up your ukulele. It looks like it was propping up, like, one of the boxes. So when he, like, takes it out, the box kind of falls over. There you go.
That is improper storage. Might not even sound right. Let me see. Okay, it sounds fine.
I was not expecting that at all.
I was.
I was too. So the captain is like, "Everyone get ready, island," and he points out, and you see before you, in the dark waters, there's in fact an island, but you don't see the sun. It's like there's a constant cloud over the island, and a mist. And you see Siren and Daniel getting ready to grab a board that's like the boardwalk. Set it down.
Oh, lovely.
Let me get the music, cause I'm pretty sure I had a song for this. In my library.
That kind of looks like my elementary school's playground.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
Oh, have you never seen a German playground?
I don't think we're thinking about the same playground.
New playlist. What was it called?
Are we? Or are we not?
Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I know I have a certain song for this. Oh, I spelled it wrong, but whatever. Here you go. Cooperate. Bah. Oh wait. Dip. That's not what I wanted.
Sounds good though.
There we go.
Oh.
So as the ship reaches the rocky shores, there's a beach, but the sand's not yellow. It's an ash gray. There's hardly anyone on the beach either. You see possibly 3 people walking around on the beach. Their clothes are tattered. They have to wear like scarves over their mouths. And even the crewmates, you see them pulling their shirts over their mouths and stuff. And Siren, as she's wrapping a scarf around her own mouth, she's like, "Hope you guys like lung cancer." As they're setting up the board against the beach, they don't even lower anchor. And Siren looks at Dan, she's like, "Do you want me to go get the..." "No. I'll get them."
No, you'll just fuck the Dragonborn.
Just fuck the Dragonborn. So, you see Daniel and a few other of the crewmates that didn't help with the battle go to the lower deck and gather up the rest of the prisoners in chains and lead them off of the ship. Though Daniel and the crew don't step foot on the beach, they kick them off. And Daniel holds them at sword point, like, don't come back. And he looks to the rest of you, and he's like, this is where you get off.
Well,
I need the rest of my stuff.
Now, as you breathe in the air, it's dry, and you feel yourself heave. It makes you cough. It's like asthma.
you're really one choking with the air here.
Then don't
Oh
stay on the
my.
beach. Go north.
Alright. I go off board. Making my
Now,
way
as you-
downtown.
As you get off, you see that one of the people that is on the beach, they pick up a bottle and smash it on the side of the ship. And Daniel pays them no mind.
I throw them a dark look.
You hear another one call out, haven't you done enough trouble? Daniel still doesn't pay attention to them. As he tosses a key to the prisoners. And you can see the Dragonborn quickly, like, get down on his hands and knees and grab the key and undo his bounds first. He tosses it to the side, he pulls off his muzzle and hisses at everyone as he's backing away on all fours from the group.
Jesus.
And you can see one of the men is wearing a trench coat. He's got goggles on, and he's got a scarf completely covering his mouth. He's pretty short for a human. Definitely male. And you see him shoot a ball of fire at the Dragonborn. But the Dragonborn scurries off before he gets hit.
Top
like-
dragon.
And you see Rayloff undo his, and he's like, Dragonborn, wait! Come back! Chases off. Fucking Rayloff. As he runs off north down the beach. What do the rest of you do?
Well, this is rather dreary, so how about a song, everybody?
Sing a song and I throw you back overboard.
Get off the ship.
Fine, I'll get off the ship.
Oh.
He gets off
You're
the ship.
still standing on the beach. He gets his bounds taken off, and he takes off the lead gauntlet. You hear a of it hitting the sand as he's stretching his fingers. You can see a gem embedded in his hand. He just seems to be waiting for you guys.
Mm.
And Daniel tosses him a sack of stuff, which he catches and throws over his shoulder.
So, you're the tourist guide?
It's just like history. Don't trust him. Goodbye. Since I'm never gonna see any of you ever again, because you're probably gonna die here.
Yeah, don't count on it.
I'll have sex with you if you let me back on the boat.
Breaking up for me. Hello?
I said I'll have sex back on the boat.
I only fuck real criminals.
You don't know what else I've done that I wasn't caught for.
And Daniel like puts out his hand like, no, you don't understand. Every man she slept with dies.
Oh, never mind.
She's twirling the empty guns in her hands. 1 load per customer.
I see what you did there, but I'm also terrified.
Before I get off, I'm looking back to see if I see Ghost back there. I think he's still invisible. Yeah.
Starts like clapping her hands together, like, "All right, kid, you've had your fun. Are you coming home with us, or are you getting off here?"
Why are you giving him the option?
I shouldn't come back home.
If you do go back, we have to tell the.
Oh no, not the
I'll stay.
authorities.
But thank you for the offer.
Daniel puts a hand on your shoulder. He gives you 2 pats. And Malcolm is like rushing over to the side of the deck. Tarok! Be careful! Remember, we come back every month. If you somehow make it.
You know, I know where to go. I know where to go if I want to come back. Don't worry.
Be safe.
I'll be. You should look out for yourself, boy.
Siren's leaning over the side too. Be safe!
I throw her like a very sarcastic kiss.
She catches it. Rolls his eyes. Let's move. As you watch the last stop sail off into the distance. The fog cloud coming behind them. And you hear from one of the people on the beach, "Wait, come back, take me with you!" As you hear another man, the one who tried to flame the Dragonborn, "Jacobs, you get out of that water right now. You know horrible things live in there." As the younger boy is just sitting on the edge of the beach, like, "I don't want to die here. I don't want to die here." You get used to it. Don't worry. Come on. Now, who else is gonna take care of all this? And he's gesturing to all the ash on the beach. As the 2 that threw the bottle and were harassing Daniel are like, "Gunter, we found another one." And you see him walk over and set fire to the ash more. Alright, I think that's done it. Alright, you. Welcome to Hades, your new home, where everyone goes to die.
Well, sounds like a lovely place.
I really think I should liven up the environment with a song, right? Yeah. Right?
Do you think I can throw him far enough to get him into the deep end of the sea from here?
Well, if you want him to get eaten. There's a lot of nasties in that water.
I want him to get eaten.
He's kind of like tugging at his trench coat. Like, this little man has a lot of confidence.
Admittedly.
He's looking at you guys. He's like, "I can't believe you're actually breathing in this stuff. Hope you don't get diseased." And the 2 guards start laughing and smacking each other in the back.
Warren's breath smells worse than this, to be fair.
And the guy, Guta, runs his hands through the ash beach. He's like, "Well, I mean, this was people at some point." And he lets it just fall back down to the earth.
Well, I guess they didn't survive.
No one does. Eventually, I'll be ash on this beach too.
Well,
But when that time comes, it comes. Comes to all of us.
that's good for you.
Then you see one of the guards like, unless it don't. And the other one starts snickering. As the Jacobs, the younger guy, is just curled up in fetal position, bawling. Oh, where are my manners? Name's Gunter. Nice to meet you.
Name's Tarok.
Who's your friends?
I wouldn't really call them friends. I'm more on my own here.
Ah, don't worry. Your past doesn't matter here. We've all done something we are ashamed of.
I'm on my own here. I just got business.
Business. Ooh, businessman. Well, if you like business, you'll love my brother. He runs a tavern here, if you're looking for a free stay.
I'll keep that in mind.
Newcomers always get a free stay. Just tell him old pal Gunter sent ya.
If you say so.
He looks at the rest of you. This is
Still
long.
invisible.
He just sees two footprints with nothing
Yeah.
on top. And he just blinks. This is an odd group.
I wave at him, but he continued.
Well, since you're on the beach, you're a part of us now. Now that doesn't mean we're friends, but it doesn't mean we're enemies either. Until you do something to cross us, we have no issues. Do I make myself clear?
Sure.
Very.
Wonderful. Alright. Well, it's pretty clear where you have to go. I mean, left and right, just more ash. If you keep going, then there's the rocks, the ridges. Not much to see there, unless you're interested in shipwrecks that you can't get to. And straight on north is our town, Rockwell. Our pride and joy. And you see the two guards like put their hands on their heart and like our pride and joy.
Let me guess, it's a dump.
Well, look at you. Why aren't you all fancy? What'd you grow up in? A castle?
In a desert.
Dump, but it's home. I should probably tell you the name of my brother's establishment. Drunken Rat. Oh, right, sorry. It's not the Drunken Rat anymore. It's the Drowning Rat now.
Alright.
It was the Drunken Rat when me, great Pappy, used to be alive.
It sounds
Rest his
lovely.
soul.
Can we go? I'm
What the
really hungry.
Anywho. Make us look bad. Never mind the boy. He's new. Much like you. You hear Jacob's like sobbing to himself like, I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
That's fucked up.
And
And he's just rolling his eyes. He's like, alright, well, if you got what you need, I suggest you get going. I got a job to do. Somebody's got to make sure these beaches stay pristine for our new guest next month.
Is there something else that we should worry about in this place?
Mm, the locals, the environment, the creatures, and the locals turning into creatures. The weather. Just think of it as Australia.
I've never heard of the place, but it sounds deadly.
When it comes to trusting people, it's best not to stick your neck out for one guy, and, well, you don't got a head the next minute. Ha. But one rule that's safe to go by is, you see his face go a little dark. If it ain't human, it's a sin.
Well,
But I'm sure you lot will do fine.
don't I feel welcomed here? But yeah,
Or
we should probably head out.
with a big man like you got nothing to worry about. Do you guys head off into town? You want to talk to Gunter more?
I'm hungry, let's go.
Feed the boy! Feed the baby boy!
I'd like to roll perception to see, I guess, everything.
Go for it.
Honestly, I'm gonna roll perception too then.
Oh.
I want to take in my environment.
So-
Let's see.
Dorito, as you're looking around, everything he says is true. There seems to only be one path, and that's north. It seems like this area is more like a peninsula than anything. It's just like a gulf. It just drops off here, and then it's straight into town. And after that, you don't really know what's after that. You can tell that the island's big from the way the ship sailed to it. There's mountains up north, but everything else is covered in smoke that you can't see any further than that. You do hear Gunter talking to his fellow constituents and pointing at you and being like, how much do you think that one was worth? And they'll be like, it's probably like at least a couple coins of gold. Keep an eye on them. So yeah, that's what you see. And from what you can make out of the town before you, it's a dump. It's a slum.
Beautiful.
I knew it.
Perfect. So you guys heading into town?
Does Source see anything else different than me?
I see beaches.
He sees clouds of gray. Ash beaches too.
No.
But yeah, you can smell that everything around you smells like burning corpses.
All around
It
me
is
are
awful
familiar
here.
ashes.
It makes
So
you
what
just-
did you guys do?
Well, we make sure none of the creepy crawlies come. If you don't-
Creepy
If you don't destroy the body, they just come back. It's annoying, you know? They're like roaches.
undead.
Gotta love it.
Can you say the residents sometimes become monsters, right?
That's right. If they die, if something bad happens, I've heard a little tale of some. And he looks around. Now, you didn't hear it from me, but I hear farther north, they got a bit of a were problem.
That sounds exciting.
Isn't it? Fortunate for me, I'm down here and they're up there.
Well, then I hope for you that they're never gonna come down here.
One can hope. It's gonna be terribly awful if I have to die young, and then these guys have to surpass me in my job. Everything would fall apart. Nothing would get done. These two guys just kind of cross their arms. I can't leave my poor brother and his wife all alone. He smiles at you. It's not a friendly smile.
Didn't expect it to be.
Imagine the invisibility face at this point.
I mean, you were talking to him. It's not. Well, I guess he probably would have been like, "Okay, I'm talking to an invisible spot now."
Yeah.
He's seen all kinds of things come off that boat, so nothing surprises him. I mean, you guys aren't the weirdest things I've seen come off that boat. There was that religious loony, and then there was that orc. Well, was he an orc? There's
Orc.
quite a few orcs.
Orc, you
actually.
say?
Yeah, plenty of orcs. They're always getting in trouble. You guys and your bloodlust, you know how it is.
How long ago was that, roundabout?
What? 2 years ago? 3? 1? Who knows? It's hard to keep track of time when the sun's hardly ever out.
Alright.
Which is
Alright, probably
Kind of.
nothing then.
kind of ironic, since there's a temple of the sun here, and you never see it.
Well, should we head to the tavern?
You guys all go to the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go grab you a... Welcome to Rockwell. As you're walking, the streets feel damp, but it doesn't seem to have rained. It's not clear puddles, it's more like muck and oil and sludge. You're not sure what it was. Yeah, Rockwell.
Neat.
Because there's a well made of rocks in the middle of town. And as you're walking
Wow.
around, you see small rats scurrying about and scraggly cats that have mange and fleas chasing after them and grabbing them. And of course, the random woman who just like, you know, get out of me, store! With all these rats. You see a guy saying, you know, meat for sale, not tainted. Get it while it's fresh before it starts wiggling again.
Oh
What?
no.
And as you're walking through, you see children playing. Their clothes are very torn and dirty, and they got a stick with the little hoop. And as they see you approaching, they grab the hoop and kind of scoot off to the side, let you guys pass before continuing to play. And then you see this big, burly man with a old sack over his head with one eye hole cut into it. It's very bloody as he's wheeling a wheelbarrow full of dead bodies towards the beaches.
Zazie?
Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead! It's fairly easy to make your way to the Drowning Rat because it's, well, it seems to be the only place that's a tavern and has business. It's a very small town. And the tavern itself, it's run down. The wood that's keeping it together is rotted and old. There's some windows that aren't even there anymore. They're shattered. and the sign itself is a rat holding a tankard, and someone spray painted over the eyes to be X's as it's hanging by one chain. You guys go in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Power. Let's see if I can. Oh, yeah, I'll go with Skyrim. Play. No, I didn't mean to. Play. There we go. Okay, now it's time to tell it to skip. Ah, shit, I keep clicking the wrong thing.
Last matters.
Okay, there. So, as you guys push through the single door, this place is bustling with people. There's a whole crowd of people huddled up on a table as they're all going like, yeah! And they're clearly gambling and drunk off their asses. But as you walk in, let's see if I can. Everything stops. And everyone turns to look at you. And this gives you a chance to look around. Would you guys like to roll perception?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, come on.
Now, Dorito, something I forgot to mention to you because I was, freaking out about doing rolls and stuff.
Yeah.
One of your previous dreams, the dialogue changed. And she told you that we can't talk now. But in order to find me, you must follow the one cladded in white with the icy stare. Find her and you will find me.
Okay.
It's very important for this part. Alright. That's pretty decent. Nice. Okay, so as you guys are looking around, everyone's quiet. You hear a few murmurs. You can make out a few of the conversations like, it's that time of month again? It's that time of the month again? And like, great, another orc. How long do you think they're gonna stay? Hopefully not long. You don't have much to spare. Or say we kick them out.
We can hear you.
And everyone like quickly turns with their tankards.
I just raised.
Something you.
Oh, I just wanted to raise my hand, do like 2 little waves to the crowd, and then search for the next, for the nearest booth or table that is unoccupied.
I need to pull up my NPC memes post real quick. 'Cause I have a lot of NPCs in here that actually have names, and I gotta fucking find them real quick.
Oh, you said names. Oh. I understood NPC memes. Sorry.
Let's see, not that. Is it up more? Let's see, not that tavern. Not that one. Not that one. Aha! Here we go. Found it. Okay, so met all those people. So slowly everyone goes back to what they're doing. But before that happens, as you're looking around, you notice that every single person here is human. Every single one. Except for 2 people. Sitting at the bar. And one of them is turned towards you. It's a young tiefling boy. And he's got a cup of water. And he's got red skin. He's got jet black hair, and it's pulled tight into a ponytail, very short. He's got that sit on the ridge of his nose, and bright yellow eyes. As he's turning to you, and he's like, "Lady Olivia, aren't those the ones from your dream?" And you see the tall elven woman, who is cladded in white armor, with a wolf on her shoulder. It's like it's plate armor. It's heavy shit. Everything about her is white. She's got long, flowing white hair, skin pale, and as she turns to look at you, even her eyes are white. And then you see her like grab the head of the tiefling and turn him back around in his chair. And she's like, "It's rude to stir." And she gets back to drinking her own tankard. Let's see. I think it's resume. There we go. As everyone slowly gets back to their little talks and yeah, another ponytail. Ponytail boy. And you can hear the table slowly talking back. All right, they're like, all right, enough. We get new people every month. You guys act like it's a new thing. Now place your bets. Come on, I'm accepting copper, silver, your grandmother, anything you got. As everyone else seems to be drinking and enjoying their time as much as they can. Everyone seems to be a bit of a sour mood. What do you guys do?
Food.
You're gonna walk straight up to the bar? Ask for food? Okay, as you walk up, there's a... The tiefling's obviously looking at you as you're waddling up.
I wave at them.
Hello!
Hi.
And the elf kind of nods at you. Doesn't say anything. And the bartender kind of turns to you and he's like, "Oh, good. Did Gunther sent you?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Let me guess. A free night for the new folk."
Yes, please.
That's kind of what he mentioned.
God damn it, Gunther. Running me out of business.
If you want, I would be able to pay.
It's 10 silver a night per person.
10 silver? Sure.
20 silver.
Sorry.
Darling.
Sorry, that cut out from me a little bit. I had to guess.
Oh, no, it's his wife correcting him.
Oh.
Honey, they're new. And it's that kind heart that's going to get you killed and run out of town, or probably shut down this business. We barely have enough money to even fix our sign. Honey, I love you very much, but... Gunther. Oh, Gunther, bless his heart, always sending the poor, homeless creatures to our doorstep. It's only night. And then they're gone the next morning. No one ever stays, except for those two. You see the elf. Hi. Hello. That's because they won't leave. And they got money. It's fine. I go stay at the temple. It's such a bother. I don't like the temple. Lady Olivia, do we have to go to the temple? That weird man is there. I don't like him either, but you just throw him. That's what I do. Just takes another sip of her drink. And Dale, who runs the bar, he kind of leans in and he's like, "Alright, look, you seem pretty young. I'll give you a free night. What else can I do for you? Food? I think that's what she said. Food, right?
We are really hungry.
Oh. He's a sucker. So you see him like kind of look around real fast and like look to his wife, and she's busy like chatting up a table and giving them drinks. Like, "Well, you're always welcome here. It's so nice to see you. How's the wife? Tip your waitress." And then he like quickly runs to the back, and he comes running back really fast and pretends to act all casual as he slips you a loaf of bread.
Are there any unoccupied tables?
Yes. There's
Okay.
unoccupied seats next to the elf.
No, like a whole ass table.
Well, I'm sure if Tonga starts walking over to a table, then people are gonna get up and move.
Tonga's gonna start walking towards the table.
You watch a group of people get up and move.
He
Like-
climbs up. He climbs up on the table
Oh lord, here we go.
and gets his ukulele.
Oh lord, here we go.
Hello, I will be providing free entertainment because it's very dreary here. Ahem.
You watch the elf woman go, "Ugh!"
Oh my god, she had to endure that in her dreams. That poor woman.
It's like Sapphire, she saw this coming, you know.
It's like, no, don't point them out. They're gonna come up to me. Oh, wonderful.
Ahem.
Encore! He's gotta play first. Go on then.
I'm trying. Shut up. Ahem.
I believe in you.
Shut up!
Sorry, I have to.
Here we
compose myself.
Well, my name is Tongle. Hello to my new friends. I hope we're together until the bitter end. Let's go lay in grass. Know each other fast. Yes, with our new friends, everything will get better. Nothing's gonna stop us, not even the weather. We'll never get mad and never be sad. Open up your eyes and see like me. This is our happy new family. All of us together, bound by love, 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 love. Thank you. That is an original song by me.
There's only one clap, and that's from the tiefling. Wonderful!
I'm actually clapping.
Oh, two people are clapping. I haven't heard music like that since Eridan. Adrian? Right. Follower. Shut up. Yes, ma'am. Alright, Lizard, do it.
Okay, I do. I do. Okay, one moment.
I'm
Hey,
scared.
I did not say Google.
It's time.
Google, do the thing.
Guys, I've been looking forward to this for months.
Can I cast Wish and get myself off this island?
You don't have wish. Level up, you scrub.
Hey,
Did it do it?
it did it.
What is that?
Well, go ahead and narrate what you just did.
Oh my god.
So, you see, as a purple tiefling
You remember
Walks
the cloak
up.
figure, guys?
you watch as a purple tiefling with long horns coming up off his head walks up to Tongle, reaches out, and just puts his hand. It puts his left hand, which has some straps on it, on Tongle's shoulder, and Tongle just shrivels up and dies.
Wait, what?
Well, that takes care of that.
I have been waiting to kill him ever since I got locked up with him.
You see the elf. Encore.
I'm gonna search Tongle's body.
You see the little tiefling, like, his tail's wiggling as he's looking up at Lady Olivia. Go on. Watch him go over. And he's gonna search the body too.
fucking, I see him coming up to search the body, and I stick my hand out to press against his forehead. And no, this is my kill. What are you doing?
Body.
A body whose loot belongs to me because I killed him. Go along.
What? Lady Olivia, I'm not getting involved.
You should listen to her. She sounds smart.
She sighs. I'm not sure about that. Thank you.
Just shoo.
You shoo.
I'm trying to loot the man I just killed. Go away.
Watch this full-grown man having an argument with this little boy. Eridan, Adrian, whatever. Come, sit. Unless you want to fight him for. I would die. He said it with a smile too. He was like, I would die. Like, as a matter of fact.
I say back with an even wider smile. Yes, you would.
Okay, so you find nice 24. All right, so you find all his items and his gold, his silver.
That was the damage roll. I haven't rolled the search roll.
Oh, okay. Roll for searching.
Investigation.
You know,
Yes.
I don't know what happened there, but honestly, the situation can only get better.
Well, we can see why that guy is on this item.
I'm walking over to the bar guy.
Ghost, what did you say?
We can see why that guy is on this island.
I want
Everyone on.
Actually, I want to stand up and walk over to the new tiefling that just appeared. Or that killed Tonga.
I'd like you to meet Lizard's actual character.
This the real me. I fooled you.
Yes. Whoever you
You
are,
thought I would be Tongle.
whoever you are, I have to thank you.
I was locked up in the ship with him for days, months. I don't even know. And all he did was complain. Though, I do have to admit, I was part of his complaining because I suggested they give his stool one leg.
I like you. I like you.
I've only known him for 5 minutes and I wanted him dead. Why didn't you just kill yourself? You wouldn't have had to deal with him then.
I am not ready to die yet. I have things to do.
Like what? What's so important?
I do not believe that's any of your business.
The first time I met Lady Olivia, she was hanging from a noose.
Lovely.
In a temple of life. Olivia just nods.
I look over to the small boy,
The boy.
Which boy? There's two boys.
the one that's with, you know,
With
with Lisa's new character and Tarok.
Yeah.
Did
Hello.
you say Temple of Life?
Yes. His tail starts wagging. The Temple of Life. Now let me see how to pronounce this guy.
I like your ironic taste.
A Monitor. He's the god of sun, law, time, life, but mostly the god of life and sun.
I didn't quite catch that. Could you write that in the chat?
Please.
That'd be
He's a
lovely.
shitty god. He's a horrible god with horrible taste.
I think you will find many gods are shitty gods.
Well, if you choose the wrong god to follow, that's on you.
I didn't have a choice. Olivia here's a paladin. He's just patting her leg. You see her like her knee jerks and like hits him inside. He's
Is that the only temple on the island?
No. There's quite a few, actually.
Let me see how to pronounce their names.
There's the Temple of Saloon, which is now mostly rubble. And then there's the Temple of Kalimvor, which is up north, and no one goes to the Temple of Dead. And then there's Chantia, the goddess of grain. But it's a small temple. Not many people go.
Where can I find it?
I love her so much. If you're so keen on going, I have to go check with my gods to see if I'm allowed to leave this dome. But I'll probably have to do it in the morning. He doesn't talk to me at night.
Well, we're not moving off this island anytime soon, so I can wait.
If you try to leave, you just die.
Also that.
The mermaids don't let anyone leave.
I'm gonna fuck a mermaid, guys.
No.
I'll help you. Since you're not Tonga anymore, I'm gonna help you.
No,
I
yeah.
turn over to the bartender. When you said a free night, does that mean that we bet multiple rooms? Or we have to spend it all in one.
Do I look like I mentioned to you?
I'll take that as sure.
Yeah, sorry. There's at least 2 beds.
Excellent. Just what I wanted to do. A room with a bunch of strangers after being sent to a death island.
As much as I love sharing the only room available. She's looking at Dale. Oh, come on, Olivia. They're new. You always do this. You put me in the room with every dangerous person that comes to this island.
They just want her off the tavern, so I should leave.
He looks looks at his wife and like leans in and he's like, you know, it's because Barbara doesn't really like it when I give out the good rooms.
Honestly, I just want to sleep at night, get out of here. I would even sleep in the stable.
And he rubs his chin. Stable, you say? Well, there's a stable. If you want to sleep there. It's quite close, actually. But, he looks back at Olivia. You could always sleep at the temple.
No, at that point I probably would prefer the stable. Or
I'll
a
sleep at
room.
the bar.
As I said, I'm willing to pay.
You see his eyebrow. Bit long.
What am I supposed to go on with? I'll pay for a room, I sleep there, and I'm out of... Remember, and I'm out of your hair.
Well, luckily for you, we just had a room open up.
Lovely.
What about the rest of you? Do you want to bunk together? Or do you want to go separate? Because it's gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Sleeping together sounds nice.
I give Elliot a very dry look. Or well, I don't know his name, but you know.
I smile at him.
I keep up the dry look, but I don't say anything.
Olivia looks at you, Elliot. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Oh dear God.
She looks at Adrian and rubs her temples. Adrian, how old are you? I'm 18. Babies.
All of them.
Excellent.
Babies.
I will be staying with 2 children.
I will share my room with the children. You see Adrian like clap his hands together and his tail's wagging again. You do care. I don't believe in the death of children. Babies, they can die. They're too young to know any better. Also, they're weird.
While I'm rifling through Tongle's stuff, I pull out a gray pouch, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, here, little tiefling boy, you can have this. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
It's ugly.
thank you. And he's gonna do an arcane check. See if he knows what it is. Okay, baby. Baby, do you know what it is? He does.
No.
Oh, my mentor talked about one of these. Now, Lizard, what was it called again?
It's a bag of tricks, and it is gray.
Bag of tricks. Gray bag of tricks. I'll add it to his inventory.
Well, as you know, tricks are for kids.
Tricks are intended for children, which I am.
What do the people around the tavern are doing after Tongle just fucking died?
They
Applauding.
look at the dead body and they're like, okay. No one seems to be shocked. In fact, someone's like, someone go get a dog. And you see the same big man with the sack over his head, like squeeze through the door. That's how massive this guy is. He looks deformed. He's definitely got some tumor things going on. As he trudges his way over to the dead body and picks it up with one hand. You hear a little noise as he grabs the dead body and carries it off. He's like, Dale's just like, thanks, Doc. Just bring it to my brother. He'll know what to do. stretches out. So, you're young, like me. What's your name?
My name's Elliot. What's your name?
My name's Adrian. Adrian Morrow. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't see a lot of young folk around here.
Yeah, I kind of shouldn't really be here. I was a stowaway on the ship.
Aren't we always? I shouldn't be here either. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Adrian, you know what you did. Well, he kind of pouts.
He stole a cookie from the jar.
Well,
My mentor said I didn't do anything wrong. Your mentor is an idiot.
what did you do? I'm not going to judge.
He is going to judge. That is what they always.
I was trying to bring back a dead body.
Oh, okay. Did it work?
He's
No.
so innocent and naive.
No, I tried 3 times and each time failed. One almost worked, but my mentor stopped me by tackling me into the ground. She's very strong. And then I was accused of being, what did they call it?
A necromancer?
Sympathizer. Well, yeah, that too.
Well,
But-
I'm sure you had a good reason, right?
Insurgency sympathizer. That's it. That's what they called me.
Oh, you're a war criminal.
I am not. I just want to make my mentor happy.
You are a war criminal.
The Glivian plague happened 500 years ago. You think they know? He's just crossing his arms and pouting. He still hasn't been able to bring back the dead.
Perhaps the dead should stay dead?
Huh. Was that a laugh? I can't tell. One thing you should know about Olivia is she's got a sword strapped to her side, and on her back is, let me pull up her sheet because this is very important, a big ass great sword.
I like her.
Oh yeah, she's a badass. I love her so much.
I turn towards Sormax and Dorito's character. And what did you two do to get here?
I didn't do anything. I'm here on my own. Personal reasons, really.
I paid to be here. I didn't. Just
What did I say, sorry?
Kind of
He
quiet
said-
and cutting out for us. For me.
He said I paid to be here. I didn't do anything. It's a personal thing.
What could you be looking for in the island of the dead?
Help.
He raises an eyebrow. Oh, Dorito, I'm going to message you real quick.
You know, you're just as crazy as I am coming here on your own. You know what? You're okay.
And what do you need help with?
Elliot asking the hard-hitting questions as children do.
This
Why? Why?
He's fidgeting with his gloves. I can't tell you that. At least, not for now.
Maybe I can help you.
We'll see about that.
Oh, marvelous. A group of misfits traveling together to save the island. I like it.
Save the island.
I scoff.
Excuse
Yes.
me.
I mean, the island wasn't always like this. It just so happens to be this way in the best time possible. I can't wait to see undead in person. Because Olivia won't let me go outside by myself. It would die.
Yeah, I can tell you undead are not that exciting.
But Olivia said that these are special. Right, Olivia? Lady Olivia? To answer your question, no, the island didn't used to be like this. It was a trading port at one point. 200 years ago. And now it's just a dumping ground for criminals. And it's my job to fix it.
Well, good luck with that.
I just want to kill myself. Is that so wrong?
When you're done with what you have to do, sure.
That's the point. A monitor won't let me die until I do as he requests.
Well,
This is why I hate gods. They are assholes.
Not all of them.
Debatable, friend.
What god have you met?
That is none of your concern.
probably the god of music.
That explains a lot.
I believe I just killed the god of annoyance.
Well, even more reason to offer you to stay in my room if you want. Someone who does good to the public should get rewarded.
His
As
leotard
long
was
as I get
causing
to bed and you
psychic
stay away
damage to
from
me.
me.
I did not plan to imply any such thing, so... yeah, same. It's more meant as a gesture of gratitude.
I will accept your offer, only because I want the bed.
Have it your way.
That's right, stay out of our... Can we make forts?
I would not want to stay in the same room as your pet anyways.
By the way, it's getting late. I'm getting hungry.
Oh, in real life hungry?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, everyone heads off to the rooms, knowing that tomorrow is going to be a very busy day for them. I guess Zor and Lizard get their separate rooms, and Dorito, do you pay 10 silver for your own?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like Olivia, Adrian, and Elliot are bunkering down together.
Baby.
She sleeps on the floor face down. She looks like a dead body. As Adrian is like pelting her with pillows and laying down next to her with a pillow. You can have the bed.
I have it.
And that is where we will end the session.
Good session. Yeah.